Hi guys, it's Brandy here, and I am in my Nezuko cosplay. I am living for this cosplay. It is so cute. I love it so much. The only downside is I am sweating my ass off. So this is going to be a perfect cosplay for the cons I go to in like the fall winter months. So, and I might say I'll see you, but anywhere during the summertime, this is a no-go for your girl. Anyways, for today's video, I haven't given you guys a story time in a while, mostly because I haven't been to a con. But I was trying to rack my brain around if there's any stories that I haven't told you guys yet that are worth mentioning, and I actually thought of one that I haven't told you guys. I have told this one, I think, on stream a couple of times, and I've told it to like friends and family multiple times. And it's not so much like a weird thing that happened, but kind of something that was really cool. And that was getting to meet Michael Rooker. Now, if you know Michael Rooker, he's in the Walking Dead series, he's Merle. He's also really well known for Yonduuuu in Guardians of the Galaxy. Rest in peace, Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
And he is just an amazing actor, amazing individual. And I got to meet him years ago at a convention called Atlantic City Boardwalk Con. This con, I want to say it only went for like 2 years. It was a super, I want to say it was a small con, but the con itself was like relatively large in how spread out it was. But it felt like a discount con that was trying to imitate a big con. So if I was to compare it to anything, it would be like somewhere in between like Anime Next, which is in the same venue if you've ever been to A-Next, and like New York Comic Con. So somewhere in between there. Now, it was a Comic Con, so it had a lot of comic book people there and artists and such. There's like a couple of cosplayers, but not that many. The guests and such that they had were like, I would say Michael Rooker was like one of the top people that's like still relevant. You know how every Comic Con always has those like comic artists or actors who were popular in like the 80s. So it has a bunch of those. But anyways, to the cream of the crop of this story, Michael Rooker he did like meet and greets, and they were like $50 a person. So I was like, I don't, like, he would be really cool to meet, but I don't know if I need to pay for a meet and greet. But he was having a panel, and the panel was just going to be kind of like a Q&A, him like just answering questions about, because this was right about when the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, I want to say. So he was mostly there for that. So I was like, you know what, screw it. Let me just go to the panel. Like, seeing him up close is like good enough for me. I don't need to pay for like all that extra stuff. So I go to the panel, and we get there, and there's like a moderator there and like 10 people. And the moderator is like, oh, we're switching rooms. If you guys want to sit here for another moment, like, I'm going to come back and get you guys. But we're changing the room to a different location. So everyone who's sitting there is like, okay. Like, I had like a front row seat. So I was like, I don't want to get up until you tell me to get up. And I feel like everybody else in there had the same kind of idea. That was all in the front row. There was like maybe 10 of us in the front row, 12. And most of the other people kind of like either got up or just left or whatever. So there was like maybe, like I said, maybe 12 to 20 people in total in the whole room. And it was a big room. And the moderator lady, she like leaves. So we're all just kind of like sitting there like, is she going to come back? Is she going to tell us what room we're moving to? Like, so we sit there for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, if that. Lady doesn't come back. Instead, Michael Rooker just fucking walks in. He just walks into the room. He's like, are we doing a panel in this room? And we're all looking at him like, I don't know. And he doesn't have like security with him. He doesn't have that monitor lady with him. Like, nobody else is with him. It's just him. So he comes in and he's like, well, this is my schedule, like the scheduled time or whatever. This is the room they told me to go to, so screw it. I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. So the rest of us were like, all right, we're not going anywhere anyways. Like, you're the one we came to see. So he literally like goes up to the stage, and they didn't have any tables or chairs or anything like really set up. they kind of just had them like about, like they were very disorganized. So he just like sits on the stage and grabs the mic and he's like, if you have questions, like just shout them out. I'll just like talk. So he literally just like talked to us for an hour about whatever questions we had. People were asking like stuff about other movies and shows he's been in. People were asking Walking Dead questions. People were asking Guardians of the Galaxy questions. Like, it was the most laid back, like chill panel I've ever been to. Like, I don't think he had anything planned. He was just winging it, and we were totally there for it. And that was cool and all, but the best part was after he, like, his time slot was up, he literally went to every person in the crowd and, like, shook their hand and said hi to them. And it was so awesome. Like, he didn't have to. I mean, there's, like, again, less than 20 of us in there, but, like, didn't have to come up to us, didn't have to do any of that. Like, was so chill and, like, super cool. And it was such an awesome, like, weird experience because I'm sure if the moderator was there, probably wouldn't have allowed him to, like, shake our hands. Probably would have been way more, like, organized with it and wouldn't have been as just, like, having a conversation with him, essentially. It was more of that than a panel. And it was just all around such a cool experience. And for such a small, like, spur-of-the-moment con that I decided to go to meet such a really cool individual that, like, I look up to in terms of, like, him being in 2 series that I absolutely love and being, like, an amazing actor in both of them, it was really, really cool. And probably one of the coolest people I've ever met at a con. Aside from him, I actually met Robert Kirkman. Maybe I'll do another story time about meeting Robert Kirkman. It's not a very long story, so maybe I'll do a story time video of, like, celebrities I've met at cons. Let me know down below in the comments if that would be of interest to you, and I can kind of do, like, different people that I've met and my interactions with them. And that's about it. I do have cons starting in the fall, so hopefully we have more stories. I can't wait. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the likes and the shares and the comments. It means a ton. We are almost able to apply for partner. So thank you for that. And I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Peace out and fair winds, my dudes. Bye, guys.